Here's 2 cents review of Damages Season 4. The theme of Season 4 is when you lose a great love, you tend to go down the wrong path. And all the characters, a path of destruction, because all the characters in Season 4 of Damages all lose a kind of a great love, and they all kind of go down this different path. And that's kind of Patty's arc, in a sense, where in Season 1 we learn that she lost her daughter. So it kind of put her down a certain path, and she's kind of looking for that new daughter, but the new daughter under her terms, which makes Patty so evil, is that she's incapable of love now, because love has to be on her terms. And of course Ellen, who she wants to be her protege, but it's got to be on Patty's terms. But another case of Season 3 was versus the Bernie Madoff, Louis Tobin kind of guy. This is versus Highstar, which is a company that is a private contractor in the Middle East. So they're like CIA hires them out, or they're, because there's like less paperwork and they're not working for the government per se, but they make a lot of money from the government because the government hires them out to do deeds for them that they need. So it's almost like they're military, but a private military. And these companies do exist, and these companies are there. They love the Iraqi war. They love the Afghanistan war. As I'm doing this podcast, they're gonna love a war in basically versus Russia, or the country that other countries in that they're battling against too. And that's what Congress or the Senate's battle with Obama is, that he's not dealing with certain countries in a very military basis, because basically those senators or those congressmen are basically funded by companies like Highstar that basically make their money through the government, through war, and war is equal economy, war equals more money for those companies. So it's just a richness of evil behind evil behind evil, because there's all these hidden agendas going across, and people get tortured. Innocent people die. These privates or these sergeants or whatever go to war, and they don't know any better, and they basically think they're serving the country, but there's a deeper kind of like, things are never that black and white. So this is a huge evil company in terms of, from my liberal kind of viewpoint. So Patty and Ellen are battling a greater evil than they are, well, including Patty especially. And that's what makes you root for them to take down Highstar. So the new character is Dylan Baker, who's fucking phenomenal. He's a phenomenal actor. He's phenomenal in everything that he does. Like, I did reviews of The Good Wife. Good Wife's an okay show, but anytime Dylan Baker makes his appearance, it's a great show. And he's terrific playing this character who's a bad guy, but we can't help but understand him. And that's what makes TV shows like these shows like Sopranos interesting, is that these are bad people, but we're humanizing them and we're understanding where they come from. Of course, John Goodman, who has got all kind of the accolades from the show, he's the guy he's the CEO of Highstar, who lost his wife, and he's like one of those religious fanatics, and we're understanding how he kind of rationalizes his behavior. And then you got Chris Messina, who is the guy who is the soldier working for Highstar, who is the collateral damage that Ellen gets in this case to root for. And then Ellen's kind of journey is that she needs Patty because Patty is evil, but in order to take down a greater evil, she has to be colluded with one evil, like a middle of the road evil, which makes it even interesting. So this is kind of another. So you got Season 3. Season 1 is like the great corporate greed. Season 3 is about basically the Bernie Madoff kind of one types, even the greater greeds. And then you got basically Highstar companies, which is like the companies that make billions through other people's casualties and other people's deaths through war. And they want war to happen at all costs. And you wonder why they hated Clinton so much. You wonder why they hated Jimmy Carter so much, because those guys didn't want to go to war. Those guys wanted to solve things through peace treaties, and these companies need companies like that. Companies like they need presidents like Bush, like Cheney, whatever. And that's what the 9/11 conspiracy comes in fruition, because they wanted to go to war. But whatever, a can of worms open. I don't know. Anyways, all I know is that Season 4 is probably the best season of Damages of the 5. That's my review.